So today is all about supercharging your social media strategy with AI. And as I said before, this is going to be a super simple webinar. I want to really break it down for you in a way that builds your confidence when it comes to AI, and you'll leave really understanding how it works and how you can use it. A little bit about me is I don't want that little pop-up to come up. I have around 10 years of experience working in content creation, and I've been working in tech the past few years. I actually started my career as a content creator, so I traveled around the world creating content. A few brands you may know that I've worked with are brands like Billabong, Shangri-La Resorts, Focus Feature Films, just to name a few. And I really fell in love with social media and saw firsthand how life-changing it can be when you really understand how to use it. And so I've really taken a kind of behind-the-scenes approach now, working with small businesses here at Plan to help them understand social media and build their confidence. And I'm super happy to be here with you. Of course, throughout this webinar, definitely think of any questions you may have for me. I've left more time this webinar for Q&As at the end. So if you have any questions for me specifically, please feel free to ask them towards the end, and I'll answer them for you. What we're learning today will be the basics of AI and what is AI when it comes to social media. 3 AI tools to supercharge your social media strategy. We have some tools that we really love here at Plan, and I want to share them with you. And then all about AI, which will be our Q&A session. And this is where you can ask me really industry-specific questions, or just any of your burning questions that you've been wondering and need an answer to. So definitely, write those questions down, send them towards the end, and I will answer them for you. You can follow along with me today. How cute is our little Pedro, by the way? This is our team mascot. You can follow along with me today by using your Plan desktop version. If you are completely new to Plan, we have a free trial for you for 7 days. So go ahead and head to our homepage. I think our team will pop it down below for you. And you can create your free account and start playing around with it as we go through this webinar. So first up, the basics of AI. I want to define a very simple definition of what AI is. So AI is a machine learning. It's trained to generate text and images responses to the prompt it is given. So this machine has been trained by books, sites, online articles, and has consumed over 500 gigabytes of text to establish its context. Wow, that was a mouthful. So basically, this is how the machine kind of builds its intelligence. It differs from a search engine because it generates human-like responses to text prompts, whereas a search engine provides a list of relevant web pages based on keywords. So it's more conversational, it mimics more human responses. And the real magic is dependent on the quality of the prompts that you give in AI. So this is what I'm really excited to touch on in today's webinar. I think some people have tried using AI and they haven't found the quality to be that great, or maybe you haven't even given it a try at all. And what you really have to understand is it's about the questions we ask AI. That's really going to help us get the most out of it. And we have a whole section where we're going to cover how to prompt AI. Now, I know when it comes to artificial intelligence, a common concern is safety. A lot of people are scared to even give it a try. And there are definitely some easy ways that we can limit risk when it comes to using it. Firstly, don't enter sensitive data. Use an alias for business names. Keep your online security up to date, and start small. So begin with small projects or tasks, and then you can gradually build your confidence and understand more and more AI's capabilities and what you want to use it for. Now, AI, of course, can feel scary, but I will say we want to take the same precautions here that we do on social media in general. So, like anything on social media, just having that extra, layer of safety and just being really aware of what you're putting out there. And with these in mind, it is really easy to limit our risk and to kind of take that scary element out of it. Now you may be wondering, okay, how are we using AI for social media? And what are the ways that I could even use it? You may not even know how it can really be a tool for you. So you can use AI for things like generating content, captions for posts, analyzing customer feedback and comments, identifying influencers, scheduling posts, and a lot more. It can also be used to help brands uncover insights about their customers, and it can inform your marketing strategies. So there's a lot of different ways we can use it. And as I said before, if you are feeling a little bit intimidated or not quite sure about implementing AI in your strategy, you can start with just one of these things and just kind of get your toes wet and see how you feel. Now, when it comes to AI, a lot of people think it holds all the answers to all our questions. And while that might be true to an extent, you really have to ask your AI tools the right questions in order to deliver the best results. And there's an art to asking AI the right questions to make sure that you're getting everything you can out of it. AI prompts are the statements or questions provided by you, which instruct the AI learning model about what to do or how to respond. So to create the best content and get the most out of your AI tools, you have to provide the right context in your questions, and you have to brief your AI tool correctly and be specific as possible. Now, you can almost think of that as briefing a member on your team. For example, here at Plan, we have an incredible designer. Her name is Danny. I want to make sure that when I have a design in mind, I'm giving Danny all the context she needs. I'm providing her, just with everything she needs to create something wonderful. And we need to do the same when we're working with this tool. Definitely can't read our mind. And this is how we're going to get the most out of it. There is an art to creating the perfect prompt. The first thing is to define clear and specific instructions. 2 is to provide context. 3 is to illustrate with examples. And 4 is to include keywords. The perfect AI prompt is clear and specific. So leave ambiguity out the door. We need to provide the right details and use complete sentences that ensure the AI tool understands the specifics of our request and grasp the underlying meaning. So for example, first we would start with a subject or a topic. So points and key messages you would like to cover. You can see this example on the right here. We want to add the tone of voice that the AI should use, and then the platform and content type. So this is kind of the perfect mix to get the most you can out of an AI tool. We also want to give context. So context is like the friendly host that welcomes your content to the stage. By providing the right background, circumstances, and setting, you're helping to ensure that the outcomes are not only accurate, but also super relevant. So again, here, just really think about it as if you're briefing an actual person. And the more context you give, the more the machine is going to understand what it is you're looking for and provide you with better output. We have some examples here as well. And next is to use examples. So if you're really aiming, like I said, to have that perfect kind of output, we want to give examples that are going to nudge our AI tools in the right direction. You can provide different examples. I know a lot of times people provide like blog articles and things that they want something similar to. You can add different like styles of writing, things like that. And this is really, again, all of these things are really just going to help with the output and making sure that you're getting the most you can. Another way is to use keywords. So you can think of keywords as magic words for your AI tool, and they're really going to help the tool do exactly what you want. Again, you'll see on the right, we have some clear examples of how you can utilize keywords in your prompts. And I think it's important to mention that with AI tools, there will be a little bit of trial and error, right? So don't be afraid to give it a couple different goes, to try different keywords and to really find what works best for prompting the tool that you're using. Different AI tools are going to respond differently as well. Here we have a perfect example of what a bad prompt looks like versus a good prompt. So this bad prompt, as you can see, it's too broad, it's not very descriptive. We're going to get output, but it's not going to be very specific. And it's important to note too, we want to give the AI tools as much context and information as we can, so it feels very human-like and it doesn't feel like, you know, a caption or whatever that could be on just anyone's account. I think the more context we can give the tool, the more it's really going to feel like it's from the company or from us personally. And so as you can see, the prompt on the right has so much more information. It includes a lot of different keywords. And here we kind of want to go crazy and just provide as much information as possible. This is what really makes a good prompt. I will get into our tools that we use, but let's just take a step back really quickly here. We do have a complete blog post that we've put together for you. It really dives into all the details. It gives you a lot of different examples that you can plug in and use yourself. So I want to mention here that to this webinar, we will have a follow-up email, and I'll be including all of our blogs and everything in there. Or if you just can't wait to read it, you can comment below. Comment good prompt below, and then our team can send you the blog post right now so you can read it today. But we'll also include this in our email. So we have a bunch more examples there. Let's go ahead and dive into some of our favorite AI tools here at Plan. This is going to give you a really good idea of how AI tools can be used. So one thing we do a lot at Plan, I do personally, if you've watched any of our tutorials, you've probably heard my voice too much, but I do a lot of voiceovers. It's part of just what I do here at Plan. I think it's on my list like every week for me to constantly be doing voiceovers for our tutorials whenever we launch a new feature. It's the first thing on my list. And so we actually found a really great tool for this. It's an AI tool called Podcastle. And what this does is it actually has revoice. And what that does is it brings generative AI technology to audio creation, and it allows you to create a digital copy of your own voice. And this is just really wonderful. You can give it a script. It then will kind of copy your voice, and it sounds very authentic. If you've never recorded a voiceover, it may sound really simple. It is very hard. Anytime you stutter on one little word, or if you say a word the wrong way, oftentimes you have to record the whole script over again, or you have to do a bunch of editing in post and kind of use a clip where you said the word right and merge it with another clip. It can be very time consuming. And so this is a really unique way that you can use AI. If you're a small business and if you have products, having a voiceover tutorial is wonderful. Or even if you're creating social media content like Reels or TikTok videos, oftentimes some of the best performing videos have voiceovers. And this is just a really cool tool. So definitely check it out. It's been a game changer here at Plan. The second one is AI PRM for prompts. So this is actually Google extension, and it will help you get the most out of AI. So like I just spoke about before, one of the biggest things when it comes to using AI is really understanding how to prompt it. And this will go ahead and help you with all your prompts. Our marketing manager, Tony, actually brought this one to my attention, and it's really cool. What you can do is there's like quick prompt templates that you can use. So just as I said in our blog post where we've kind of provided little templates of what a good prompt looks like, this has already made templates and it will help you get output really quickly. So again, this is a great one to use, and just also a really cool way that you can use AI. And last but certainly not least, of course, is our caption generator. So we are calling this your ultimate social media wingman. I actually had a planner post a story, I think it was last week, and she was like, am I getting replaced by the caption generator? Because it's so good. But I've been reminding everyone, all our planners, that this is just your assistant. It's going to really help you. I think captions, or I know captions can be extremely time consuming. They can be a headache to write. And this honestly just will transform your posts and the way that you plan your social media content. I did want to jump into a quick tutorial to just take you through how to use it. And I think it's a great way to show you AI in action. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into plan, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works. Let me change my screens. Okay, here. So we're in plan. Let's say, I always like to come up with these little scenarios. But for this is one of my test accounts that I use at Planner. I record a lot of our tutorials on here. I've set it up like a surfboard bikini shop. I'm Hawaiian, so any excuse to do anything with swimwear, surfboards, whatever, I will take it. And so this is kind of the story for this account. The kind of scene I want to paint for you here is, let's say, so we're a small business. We have a surfboard and swimwear shop, and we've just launched a new bikini. And I think you saw my lame caption here, which is bikini is launching. Obviously, we need something fun. We need something that's really going to captivate our audience, talk about our new collection. We have some great content here. And so what we're going to do now is use our AI caption generator to help me with a caption. The caption generator is located right here, has this cute little light bulb, and it's blinking, so it really catches your eye. So go ahead and select this. Now, the first thing we're going to want to do is select our industry. Industries earlier, we have hundreds of industries here. So just type in your industry. Let's go ahead and select. And then we want to select our tone. I love this because depending on the post, you want to have all different types of tones. This really helps give it that human element. And so, as you can see, we have a ton of different ones. Everything from caring to educational to excited, friendly. We even have uplifting, witty. For this, let's see. I would like to do something excited. And then here we have to prompt the AI. So as I just said before, we want to give as much context as possible so we get the most out of the response. So here, I'm just going to give some more information about this collection. And you can see me live for edit prompt. So let me write it and then I'll talk you through how I did it. can spell everything correctly. Okay, so here I've just given obviously our brand name, that we've just launched a new swimwear collection, and a little bit more about the collection. So it's perfect for surfing, it's flattering on every body type, has a lot of different fun prints and styles. I think this will really help generate us a great caption. And then select generate caption. Okay, so here we have the caption that it's created for us. And actually, because today we launched now, adjust your caption so you can rewrite, or you can have the AI tool rewrite it, shorten it, make it longer, or take away the emojis. So this is really, really helpful. Of course, I think the tool does a wonderful job and gives some great ones right away, but sometimes there is some editing that's needed. And so now you have that option here. Okay, honestly, this caption is awesome. Our newest swimwear collection is making a splash. Say hello to the perfect swimsuits for every beach-loving babe out there. Whether you're a pro surfer or just love lounging in the sand, our latest collection has got you covered. We know that finding the perfect swimsuit can be a daunting task, but we've made it easy. Our collection features a variety of fun prints and styles that are designed to flatter every body type. From classic one pieces to trendy bikinis, we've got something for everyone. So what are you waiting for? I can't believe how good this is. Grab a pina colada and dive into our newest collection. Your perfect swimsuit is waiting for you. Don't forget to snap a pic and tag us in your beachside adventures. And it even has hashtags for us to use to boost discoverability. I love this. I honestly don't think I would edit anything about this, but if we needed to, of course, we can ask the AI tool to rewrite it, to shorten it, make it longer, or remove the emojis. Also love how this tool grabs relevant emojis. And of course, the hashtags is really helpful too. Hashtags is one of our most popular features at Plan, and it's for a good reason. It really helps your content get in front of relevant eyes. And so this is a great asset as well. But I love this caption. Can you believe how good this is? I mean, it's crazy. We actually used this to write the caption for the announcement of this feature, and I was just in awe. I mean, it's just so wonderful, especially as a small business when there can be so much going on. You know, you're trying to run your business, you have a personal life, sometimes things come up. You want to give 100% into every post if you can, but it's just not possible sometimes. And so that's why having a tool like this is just so wonderful. And so happy and so excited that our product team created this because it really is a game changer. So I will go ahead and just show you how this works. So I've put like no emojis. It's going to edit all the emojis out. I'll select shorter. We can shorten it. There we go. And as you can see, you have all your AI history here too. So if you try a shorter caption and you're like, actually I preferred the longer one, don't worry, you can just go back into your AI history, select the plus button, and you're good to go. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the caption. And we have it here. So I know we're a little biased, but one of my favorite AI tools, definitely. I manage the socials here at Plan, and so it really has been a game changer. And I just love it so much. It's been wonderful. So definitely, if you haven't tried it, go ahead and jump into Plan. Like I said, if you don't yet have a Plan account, you have your free trial. So go ahead and jump in and give it a try. Let's go ahead and with that, go back to our slide. Which now we have our Q&A session. So really quickly, if you have any questions, please comment them below. Again, this is really your time to ask me any questions you have about AI or industry-specific advice. I really wanted to make sure I finished our slides a little bit early so I could leave more time for a Q&A session, because I know oftentimes that's a lot of our live attendants or attendees' favorite part of the session. So I will check out any questions that came through while I was presenting. And if you have any questions, please pop them through now and I will start to go through them. Jenny asked, does the generator use plans best practices for length and engagement, or should we add that to the prompt? That's a great question, Jenny. What I love personally about our AI caption generator is it was really built with the help of social media experts. So I find, especially if you're completely new to AI and you're really afraid to use any kind of AI tool, this is a great one because it's been heavily influenced by the social media experts at Plan. So we've already kind of added that in. And so it's not something you should have to put in your prompt again. I really think you can't give an AI tool too much information. I think as much information as you can give it, the better. So there's no harm in adding that into your prompt. But do know that it is something that we had in mind when creating the caption generator. Ro asked, can you post a list of all the tools? Yes, and we actually have an entire blog post with a ton more tools that we've identified as a great way to get started with AI. That is in a special blog post that will be coming with the follow-up email to this webinar. So check out your inbox tomorrow and you'll see it there. Lisa said, no question, but I've recently been using the caption generator and absolutely love it. I rambled in my description, and when I clicked the button, it was very concise and perfect. I sometimes tweak things since I'm a bookkeeper, so industry-specific things being exact is important, but I'm very pleased. That's wonderful, Lisa. Thank you so much. And thank you for putting your industry as well. That is something that we can definitely add to the tool. And so if you're not finding your industry there, let us know and we'll send it over to the team. Let me go through a few more questions. Patty asked, what if your industry is too new/niche to be in the tool? Definitely take a look at ours, Patty. I know we have so many different industries, but I would say try and find something similar and then plug in where you can to make it more niche. So that's where you may need to do a little bit of editing and tweaking with the caption just to make it more specific. But definitely with the tool, you can find something similar, at least in the same kind of realm, and then post, edit in little things that are really going to make it feel more specific. I was just looking at some of our industries. Yes, so Susan said, I don't think you have wedding venue, but I just looked on the caption generator. We actually do have wedding venue on there. So you're good to go, Susan. Leah asked, what was the reason to use an alias when prompting AI? It's just if you want to take that extra safety measure. Of course, as with all things on social media, it really is up to you to decide kind of how safe you want to play it and how many precautions you want to take. Again, I personally feel comfortable using, plan's name when we're doing captions. I feel comfortable using straight business names, but it's just a way that if you need to build your confidence a little bit more and feel more comfortable when it comes to safety in AI, that's just something you can do that's really going to kind of help you get started. And so it really is up to you if you feel comfortable and want to use an alias or not. Georgetta asked, are they all unique prompts? Would someone get the same caption as me? They're definitely all unique. I will say part of getting a unique output that's not going to be similar to someone else is giving as much context and info as you can in the prompt. So you have to play a big part, of course, in that. And the more specific you get to your brand and your product and what you're trying to do, of course, the more unique it's going to be. But it's definitely unique to you. And as you can see in the caption we just created, it's very specific. And Christy also answered that. And for anyone who doesn't know, Christy's the founder of Plan. So if you have any questions for the big boss, she's in the comments. I'm just reading some questions. Yeah, everyone say hello to Christy in the comments. I would love to know too, if you want to pop in the chat, are you completely new to AI? Have you dabbled in it? Is this your first real introduction to it? Definitely, because I'm in user education here at Plan, I'm always interested in seeing where you guys are and how you're feeling, as far as, are you feeling comfortable with AI? Is it something that you're excited to use? Let me know. Lisa said, I'm an artist, but we have an art gallery as well. Is there a specific gallery/museum category? Yes, definitely. A ton of stuff when it comes to artist galleries and all of that. So definitely go check it out. Nelly said we use Shopify's a little for our product descriptions, and we are pasting them over to Plan. Excited to watch the replay as I missed most of it. Awesome, Nelly. Yeah, you will no longer have to paste them into Plan. It's going to be much faster for you to do everything right there. So we're excited for you to get familiar with it and definitely watch this back. We also have a tutorial on how to use it that I've filmed over on our YouTube channel. And I walk you through exactly how to use it there as well. Lisa says, I've used ChatGPT pretty successfully. What you ask and how you ask it is vital. I'm psyched about the captions because I just go blank when I need to write them. Definitely, Lisa. Me too. I always have ideas for captions when I'm out and about and don't need to write them. But then when I actually have to sit down and write them, I go blank. So it's wonderful. And it's funny, there's definitely like a trust you have to build. I was really nervous to use AI for captions at first. And then when our product manager, Ruan, showed us our caption generator, I still was a little apprehensive, but whenever a new feature launches that plan, all the team tests it, and I did, and I was just honestly blown away. But I love what you said about making sure you're prompting it the right way. This is so important, and I think a lot of people don't have a lot of education around how to work with AI tools. Sarah asked, Greta, can you read what you wrote to prompt AI? It was too small for me to read. I'm sorry, Sarah. I already generated the caption, so I don't have my prompt anymore. But I will tell you, I made sure to include the name of my brand, the fact that we're launching a new swimwear company. I gave some context as to the styles. So, we're launching a swimwear collection that has flattering styles for all body shapes. I also included that this is great for surfing. I just tried to include all the little details about the collections. I also wrote that we have fun prints. What I love about prompting is you can kind of write erratically. I just did, a bunch of different sentences about the collection as it came to my mind, making sure to include as much detail as possible. And that's how I was able to get a great caption. But as I said, we do have an entire blog post with different recipes of how to prompt the AI or all AI tools. And that will be in our follow-up email that will land in your inbox tomorrow. We also have the replay coming to you there. So if you miss anything that I've said, you can definitely rewatch. Sheena said, same here. I go blank sometimes. AI is a game changer. Definitely. Lisa asked, is there a way to minimize the amount of emojis in AI captions? Mine usually have a bunch and I remove most of them. A few are okay, but more than just a couple doesn't fit my brand strategy. I've been deleting them manually, just curious if different tones will add more emojis than others. It's a really great question, Lisa. I would love Chrissy to jump in here as far as like different tones have different emoji outputs. I would imagine, so for example, in our generator, we have like more serious, more educational. I think those tones definitely produce less emojis. But as I showed before, we just added our newest update to our generator where you just click one little button and it removes all the emojis for you. So that would be really helpful for you. And then you can go in and just plug in kind of where you want emojis. And I think it's a great point, Lisa, that sometimes a lot of emojis just don't fit your brand strategy. It's a really important part of captions. Also, using emojis that are relevant, which I think our AI tool does a really good job at picking what emojis should go where. So, great question. Sarah asked if AI can put in IG handles as well as hashtags. That's very interesting. We don't have anything like that, but who knows? Okay, we have around 5 to 10 more minutes. So if you have any last minute questions, please feel free to leave them in the chat while we wrap up. We did get asked a bit on generating hashtags. So this is something the AI tool does alongside creating the caption for you. At Plan, we really love kind of segmenting those hashtags. So we often will put hashtags in the first comment. This is a way that you can hide your hashtags because they can be a little bit hard on the eyes. And so what we do in that case is once we add that caption, we then go in. Usually I just copy our hashtags and put them in first comment. But I do use the hashtags that the AI tool recommends. I think it does a really good job at finding out which hashtags are really going to help you boost your discoverability. I think that's it. I'm just going through making sure I answered as much as I could. I think we got some wonderful questions, and of course, if you need any help at all, our CS team is always there to support you. Definitely you can reach out to them. As I said, we have a bunch of different tutorials on how to use all the features on plan. We have a tutorial that I've filmed to use the AI caption generator specifically. It's a really short walkthrough that will take you through it. And let's go through what's coming up next. So make sure to check your inbox. I will send you a replay of today in case you missed anything. And I'm also going to send you a free gift. I'm really excited for you to check out what we've put together for you. It has so much good information. So definitely check your inbox tomorrow and it will be there for you. Definitely subscribe to our emails if you haven't already. That's where we'll keep you updated on all different types of webinars and events we have coming up. And then, of course, if you love Plan and you find it really helpful, please make sure to rate us in the App Store. We have a really small team. We're super dedicated to helping small businesses. And of course, as I said, if you have any questions, make sure to reach out. Renata just put our support email in the chat so we can help you there. But thank you so much, everyone. I hope you're feeling a lot more confident when it comes to AI. It's definitely not super scary. It can be a great assistant, can really help you out. And so definitely go give it a whirl and let us know what you think about the caption generator. But I just got off a flight yesterday. I'm super jet lagged. I think I'm gonna go to sleep now. And thank you so much for being here. And until next time, happy planning. See you all later.